Hey everybody, it's Kyle Daniels with Vista, Sotheby's International Realty, bringing the weekly update for Monday, September 12th, 2022. Boy, we're ripping right through the year, and we're going to jump into the numbers and see how it's kind of pointing for the last bit of the third quarter and going into the fourth quarter of 2022. So when we look at the past week, we had a big drop off in sales. We only had 51 closed sales. Now, what does that mean? Well, if we go back to when these went into escrow, puts us right at the beginning of August, late July, 30 to 45 days ago. That was a really slow period of time. So I think if we roll this forward 30 days, we're going to see this number increase based on the current number of new escrows. But again, this is backward looking on closed sales. What we can also find out is we did see a drop in the median price. We're right around 1.2 million. That's not, we've seen that before. We're still seeing there are 5 sales over 3 million. But we saw a lot more price reductions. We had 17 close over, so about a third closed over the list price, but about 2/3 closed below the list price. So clearly there's some discounting going on, some price adjustments, as we like to call them in the industry. But we haven't seen a major drop off in pricing. We've seen a deceleration in price increases. And as we go into the end of the year, we still don't have a ton of inventory. And or I should say the end of the year, the fourth quarter, not a ton of inventory, but right now we are seeing those things that have been on the market come down in price. Again, this was kind of that midsummer activity. Now for new listings, we saw 91 new listings come to market, which is great, but still we're not above 100. So we're not seeing a big flood of new people putting their homes on the market. We did see 83 new escrows. So we're almost keeping pace. We're going back and forth. Some weeks, a few more escrows than new listings, and then vice versa. But it seems for the most part in the last, say the second half of August, first part here of September, we're seeing that new inventory get sucked up with new escrows. So that's a good sign. We did see a lot of price adjustments, 83 to be specific. So people are reducing their price, and that's usually coming about 30 to 45 days on the market. So after about a month and a half, people are reducing their price if they're not getting the numbers. And then we're seeing those homes go into escrow. As far as things that fell out of escrow went back in the market, that was up. We had 13 this week. So not time to panic, but remember, if you're selling your home, make sure you try to get a backup offer or really get an ironclad deal if you can, so that people don't back out, because we're getting a few people change their mind, or perhaps their financing's having some issues. And finally, we had 16 canceled listings. So it's telling me if people aren't getting their number, they're taking their houses off the market. And looking ahead, still themes that we're seeing is not a ton of inventory, not a lot of really discounted pricing. We are seeing price reductions if it doesn't sell in that first month and a half. But there's still plenty of buyer activity out there, despite interest rates hanging out in that low 5% range for a jumbo mortgage, which is a big jump up from where we were even 2 weeks ago. So yeah, rising rates, but not a ton of inventory. So I'd love to say, hey, look for those deals out there. You're gonna have to look really hard. And I think if you're a buyer, I would not be afraid to jump in there, write a strong, but offer that you're comfortable with. Making those payments each month is going to matter. So don't get all euphoric and think, hey, let's just buy something really expensive. Look for homes, write an offer on a basis of payments that you can afford to make down the line. And if you get the deal, it's still a great time. Even if rates are 5%, I can't tell you how many past homes I've owned, or even my current one, where my mortgage was over that point. So we're still in very historically low interest rate environment, and that may still creep up as time goes on. So if it's at 6%, you're gonna be happier at 5%. And then if it goes down the road, you can always refi. All right, getting long-winded here. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please reach out, and have a great week. Thanks, bye.